You're making a run at it, aren't you? Rolling up a stake and going to Vegas.
The #1 poker internet show is now on the radio. This is the Mark Hoke Show. The Mark Hoke Show. For the next 60 minutes, we're going to talk poker news, entertainment, and have lots of Sin City surprises. The phone lines are open at 731-1230. That's 731-1230. Or toll free. 1-866-820-5528. That's 1-866-820-KLAV. Now, let's bring on the hosts going all in. Here is Mark Hoke.
Good morning, Las Vegas. How's everybody doing today? Yeah, I'm trying to wake you up. Poor Gavin's over here. Oh, my gosh. She's like, oh, you made me get up at 9:30.
It's a good thing I got here early, too, because you do realize that there's an A216 and a B216 and a C216 in these units. And I was only told to go to unit 216.
I would like to apologize to you heavily, Gavin.
Yeah, so I got it on the third try. Don't worry about it.
Okay, fair enough. That works. Well, hey, thanks for joining us here on the Mark Hoke Show. We are very happy to have all of you with us today, whether you're out there listening to us in Las Vegas or you're on the internet at KLAV1230am.com. We certainly do appreciate it. I'm not shaking today, so that's good. I'm relaxed. I'm calm. I'm comfortable. I'm very happy in the KLAV studios. Probably should have had some coffee, though. At some point, I'm going to break my coffee thing. I don't drink coffee. But maybe sometime I will.
Oh, it's about to change.
Yeah, it might. But hey, the Mark Hoke Show is brought to you by some great friends here at Blind Squirrel Apparel, Off-Till Poker Tables, Team Poker Joker, Poker Plays You Can Use, Final Nine Comic, Arctic Blue Cooling Towels, and 3Bet Clothing. Also, of course, the Nevada Poker League. We'd be shameful if we didn't mention that, since one of our studio guests here is Joe Pane, one of the kingpins of the Nevada Poker League. How are you doing, Joe?
I would be called a kingpin. I might be the 10 pin, but not a kingpin.
Joe, you've been a kingpin in everything you've ever done.
That's in blackjack, Gavin. We're poker now.
All right, and Christina Kwan from Project All In is here as well. So, Christina, how you doing?
I'm good.
Fantastic. Well, we have a great show lined up for you. We're going to do a little bit of poker news. We have the Grindettes coming up. We're going to talk to, I believe it's going to be Katie Dozier of the Grindettes calling in. Make sure you check them out at grindettes.com. And, of course, we've got Gavin Smith joining us in studio. We are also going to hear today from the winner of the summer season 2012 or 13 of the NPL, which is pretty cool. That is,
Terry.
I wrote it down. It's right here somewhere, and I lost it. Joe, help me.
Terry Jaglarski.
See, you can't even say it.
Well.
Oh, yeah, Tony.
Can I buy a vowel? Actually, Terry is a relatively new player. Just started playing the NPL. This was his first season. And he made the final table. They did chop. It was close to $4,700. They did a chop, but when they did the chop, he had the most chips, so he was declared the official winner of the summer 2013 season.
All right, so we're going to get to talk to him. We also have the Poker Plays You Can Use strategy segment and the Arctic Blue Cooling Towel Keep Your Cool game of the day. And Gavin Smith has no idea, but he's going to be involved in this. I'm sure he's got to be.
I don't know anything about it, but I know I'm good at it.
You will be. You will be. All right. Well, let's take a look at a couple of things happening in poker news the last couple of days. And kids, the Borgata jumped the gun on everybody in New Jersey. How about that? They got the first internet gambling permit out of everybody out there. So the Borgata, who just continues to rule Atlantic City, looks like they're going to be the first ones in. So a shocking development on that. You kind of figured the WSO, the Caesars Entertainment may have been the first ones. Of course, Poker Stars trying to do their thing out there with the resorts, but it is the Borgata. So Ray Stefanelli, my good buddy, gets to make more money. Good for him. So keep an eye on that. So you guys out there getting ready to play any gambling games on the internet, set it up with the Borgata. Very cool on that. We also had a couple major tournaments just finishing up this weekend. And the PPC Aruba, and I'll tell you, this one had a lot of hype to it. I was seeing postings about this event for probably 6 or 7 months. And we did get a winner out there, which is on my phone because I'm an idiot. But let's do that. Isn't this great? I love live radio.
Was it E-Banks?
I believe Robin Kazmaya.
And Joey Banks came second then?
Joey Banks came in second, and Joe Sirach was trying to repeat in this event, which almost never happens. Joe came in third.
But if you're going to choose to repeat in an event, then choosing to do it in one that has 30 or 40 players is a pretty good one to go for.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Robin taking down $59,139 for that when eBank's coming in second, picks up a little over $50K. Joe Sirach gets $26,000 as he brings that one home. Now, we also had the Heartland Poker Tour event finishing up, and very interesting happening out there because the guy that won the Heartland Poker Tour won more than what this massive event at the PPC Aruba. I mean, this was a pretty solid win, a 70,000 plus win for James Jeff, winning the Heartland Poker Tour at Club One Casino in Fresno, California. He picks up $85,184, and he didn't have to fly to Aruba to do it.
He also didn't get to go to Aruba to do it.
Good point.
Your glass is half empty.
Yeah. Well, hey, I'm looking at the money, man. I'm looking at the money. But a very interesting final table out there is Jerry Yang was at that final table, and Barbara Enright also made it.
She's still alive?
Joe.
Wow,
Joe.
No, I played. Barbara's a wonderful person. I played with her. She was one of the hosts up at the Pendleton Wild Horse Casino, and she's a wonderful woman, and she's the only woman ever to make the final table of the World Series of Poker main event.
Yep, and now she made a Heartland Poker Tour
Good for
final
her.
table, so good for her. All right, so those were the big happenings going on out there in the poker world over the last few days. We're still waiting for Katie Dozier, the Grindettes, to call in, but we have not heard from her yet. So it's improvisation time for a little bit. Christina, you look like you have something you want to say.
I was just going to say, even though you won less money going to Aruba, you've got the Caribbean down there. I mean, there's something that has to be said to have some great scenery while you're enjoying a great tournament.
Is it worth $30,000 though?
Why don't you ask Gavin? He's
Well,
he's had a couple interesting nights at Aruba.
We are going to ask Gavin about it.
Am I letting the cat out of the bag, Gavin?
No.
That's when you were single, though. So.
I've only ever gone there to play poker.
Really? That's it?
Yeah, that's all that's ever happened in Aruba.
Wow.
Said he's willing to talk about it anyway.
Actually, I broke my rib in Aruba.
What'd you do?
Tried to break down Lane Flack's door. Turns out those hotel doors are a little harder than they look.
That is not good. Yeah, of course. So those that aren't familiar with Gavin, if you follow poker, you better be. Yeah, Gavin has stories. Gavin's done a few fun things over this great career that he's had. He is a legend of the game and one of the most popular players out there. Gavin, I heard a story though that you cleaned out Arizona. You apparently went on a little tour down there, and you apparently took every poker chip in Arizona a while back. Is that true?
I don't know. I don't know where the heck they went if I did. I don't think so. I don't know. I've been to Arizona before, but I don't recall getting them all.
Them all? Well,
I got a few.
Hey, I gave you credit, man. You're that good.
No. The one guy used to have them all there, though. Who was that guy?
I don't know. Actually, someone told me on Sunday that there was a rumor that you had just about every chip.
Thomas Keller had every chip in Arizona at Casino Arizona one time in his trunk of his car.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, let's see. There is a story about the trunk of the car. That's what I heard. It was you, though.
Just another fat guy. Although he's not fat anymore.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
He's not so thunderous anymore.
Yeah, he doesn't have as many chips now either. Maybe he was hiding them in his belly.
That's a possibility. Would you like a little less money to be thinner? Would you take that?
To be where?
To be thinner. To be like...
Wow. I don't know. I suppose money's not really the part of it. I mean, if I had a little bit of self-control and ambition, I could probably be thinner myself.
Maybe we'll have to do a little bit side bet.
Yeah, right. That's always worked out well for me. I've never won a weight loss bet in my life.
Really?
It's kind of like Josh Ari and smoking bets. And weight loss bets, for that matter. He doesn't win either.
Oh, my God. That is hilarious. Hey, well, we're going to have more of these guys in just a little bit. But we, of course, want to get to our poker plays you can use strategy segment.
It's time for the Poker Plays You Can Use strategy segment with author Doug Hull.
This is Doug Hull, author of Poker Plays You Can Use. Let's talk about bad bet sizing pre-flop. You cannot have a standard raise to 20 in a 2-5 game. You need to account for the limpers. You need to increase your pre-flop raise for every limper. That means you might be raising $40 pre-flop. I raise 25 plus 5 for every limper. This gives you a real chance of just taking it pre-flop. That is always a good result. Think about it this way. With 3 limpers, your call in the blinds, there's already $27 in the pot. A raise to 40 is very reasonable, whereas a raise to $20 is just going to get everyone to call the additional 15, but not really limit their range. Visit 3barrelbluff.com for more tips and to pick up poker plays you can use.
All right. Hey, thanks to Doug for that awesome advice. And you know what? Everybody out there listening, I need you to go buy this book right now. Pick up Poker Plays You Can Use at 3barrelbluff.com. That's 3 spelled out, barrelbluff.com. And you're going to get 25% off. 25% off. That's awesome. Just put in the promo code KLAV. So don't waste another dime at the poker table. Go pick that up. That is Poker Plays You Can Use by Doug Hull, edited by Ed Miller. Great book. I don't know if did you get to read it, Gavin?
No, I haven't actually read that one yet.
Very good stuff. So make sure you guys check it out. All right. So go buy that book. Doug wants to sell more books. All right. So, hey, we're going to take our first commercial break, and we're going to be right back with Gavin Smith, everybody. So stick around. We'll be right back.
One man, his lucky shirt, an unforgettable night, and a winning streak that never seemed to end. That's how Blind Squirrel began, and we haven't looked back since. We make the clothes that we want to wear for the places where we want to look and feel our best. The game, the speakeasy, and the casino floor. Blind Squirrel's small batch, high-quality gear is for people too busy grabbing life by the nuts to bother with crappy, ill-fitting clothing. Because like you, we prefer our nights long, our drinks strong, and our lucky shirt to be our most comfortable. So look good, be lucky, and visit blindsquirrelapparel.com for your new favorite shirt. As an added bonus, you'll receive 20% off your purchase with the promo code HOKE, H-O-K-E. You can also pick up Blind Squirrel apparel at the Borgata in Atlantic City and in Las Vegas at all Masura stores at Mandalay Bay, Monte Carlo, The Mirage, and MGM Grand. Look good and be lucky with Blind Squirrel apparel.
When it comes to custom poker tables, why would you buy something someone else designed and even named for their sales or marketing purposes?
The Nighthawk, the Gambler, the Big Slick, the Nuts.
Sure, you can customize it if you want, as long as you choose between black, red, or even green cloth, but that's about it. When you choose to play off tilt, it's not just another table, it's your table. The same price gets you a fully custom designed table that reflects your style and game. Off tilt makes it easy to design a truly one-of-a-kind custom poker table that'll give you home table advantage. Sure, Off Tilt could name their tables for marketing purposes, but why? It's not ours. We don't play on it. And to be honest, there are over 1,000 named Off Tilt tables worldwide, including the WSOP, the Deep Stacks Poker Tour, the Jonathan Papelbon, as well as Julie's, Chris's, Scott's, Amber's, Tristan's, just to name a few. So let us add your name to the list and deliver a truly custom-crafted, furniture-quality poker table worthy of your game. Visit www.offtiltpokertables.com or call Brian Knott today at 262-490-3812. We'll show you why Off Tilt is the only way to play.
The heat is on. Whether you're in the hot seat of a major poker tournament or just dealing with everyday life, stay cool with a brand new Arctic Blue cooling towel. Just wet your reusable and durable Arctic Blue cooling towel in cold water and you'll have instant cooling relief at your fingertips for up to 5 hours. The towel is lightweight and pliable, so you can keep it handy no matter where you are. Plus, it's absorbent enough to make sure you and your clothes stay dry while you stay cool. No need to sweat it out, no matter what you're doing, when you have an Arctic Blue cooling towel handy. So get the same cooling towel used by professional athletes, poker players, first responders, physical therapists, U.S. automakers, and even reality TV stars. So what are you waiting for? Visit them today at arcticblu.com and pick yours up today. Plus, enter the discount code MarkHokeShow when you check out and get 15% off plus free shipping to keep some of your cold hard cash in your wallet. It's like the Arctic Blue Bear says, it's not cool to be hot. So pick up your Arctic Blue cooling towel today.
Win your share of $50,000 in cash and prizes and get into the game for free with the Nevada Poker League. NPL has 17 locations in the Las Vegas area for you to play poker with your friends and neighbors. New season starts early October. Find a location near you at NevadaPokerLeague.com and get in the action tonight.
Want to be a millionaire? Then see if you can become fantasy sports royalty in the 2013 Fantasy Football Millionaire Grand Final at DraftKings.com. Play for free or in paid contests for real money, plus games last one day, so there's no long-term commitment. Thousands of winners have won over 10 million prizes on DraftKings.com, and now it's your turn to cash in. Go to DraftKings.com right now, enter the promo code HOKE, and get a 100% deposit bonus and a free entry into the Millionaire Grand Final Qualifier. So don't wait. Crown yourself the king of fantasy sports at DraftKings.com.
All right, and we are back here on the Mark Hoke Show on KLAV, 12:30 a.m. Isn't that smooth, man? I'm feeling good. I'm feeling all right. Very exciting. But, hey, I want to remind everybody, we have a little contest going on our Twitter and Facebook pages. In case you missed it, you can win a Blind Squirrel Apparel prize pack. We got a casino jacket, T-shirt, and a hat. And all you got to do is like the Mark Hoke Show on Facebook for one entry. You get another entry. You follow us on Twitter at Mark Hoke Show. Follow RogueWire, which is our internet home, which will be having our first internet broadcast of the Mark Hoke Show on Sunday at 6 p.m. Pacific time. So follow those guys on Twitter and like them on Facebook. You got 4 chances to win. I can't make it any easier. All right, so go ahead and like and follow, and you score your chance to win some great Blind Squirrel apparel. And, of course, go to blindsquirrelapparel.com. 20% off if you put in the code HOKE. I just can't keep saving everybody money. Just start buying stuff. Christmas is coming up. Let's get it done.
We haven't even gone through Thanksgiving yet, Mark.
You know what?
Jeez.
Hey,
Or
I'm
Halloween.
just trying to help.
Or Halloween.
I'm going to say this. I am totally against Christmas decorations until after Thanksgiving is over. Big time. I hate that. But hawking stuff for my sponsors, I'll do that anytime, every day.
Pays the bills.
Yes, it does. Have to do it. All right, so we're hoping we're going to get Terry Jaklarski calling in here, who won the NPL championship. But, Joe, I'll give you a chance to fire away on that a little bit. How'd that event turn out? It was packed in there regardless.
And you stopped down, and you got a chance to meet everyone. We always usually have our main events at Ricardo's, and we had, I think, close to 100 people playing, and it went pretty smooth since she ran a pretty good tournament. She usually has one of the local tournament directors come in and give her a hand, but she's kind of, she was like playing second fiddle, and then she finally decided, you know what, I believe I can run this tournament. I think she did a great job, as always. And, it's become the Nevada Poker League has become one big family. We've had like 3 marriages, 2 different babies born, but players meeting each other in the league. So it's a really cool place to play poker, work on your game. It's totally free to play. And it's almost like playing at your kitchen table.
Are you pitching sex opportunities with
I
your
was
poker league?
gonna say.
With the Nevada Poker League, you can cancel your Match.com subscription and just show up at a Nevada Poker League location.
Are you sure it's not the Nevada Porn League?
Well, I will, Gavin. I will tell you this: if you come to Patty's on a specific night on a Saturday, last Saturday night we had 2 of our players had birthdays, and someone brought in 3 exotic dances for the players.
Really? Were you one of the dancers?
No, I was not one of the dancers, but it was a rather interesting night at Patty's Pub.
Good God.
Marky,
I've never seen a free roll company doing the things that you do.
we actually.
You want to learn how to play poker, win a little money, get laid, and see naked chicks, join the Nevada Poker League.
Round
There you
of
go.
applause.
You know what, Gavin?
Round
That
of
is well
applause.
put. That might be our new logo.
Their membership just spiked as of
Yeah,
now.
we go. Yeah, we just went over the 3,000 mark.
Yes, winner. But the top prize in the thing was $2,000.
$2,000.
So, I mean, man,
Well,
you got to get involved with the Nevada.
And
Poker
actually,
League, so.
we kind of spread the money out. If you put all of our 4 seasons together, which is a calendar year, we give out $70,000, and there's no buy-in. I mean, plus a $10,000 seat to the main event at the World Series. I mean, I don't know how you can beat something like that. We defy the no free lunch. Remember, I always says there's no such thing as a free lunch. Not at the Nevada Poker League.
You betcha. So check it out. Nevada Poker League, new season's underway. So, well, let's talk to Gavin a little bit. Gavin, my friend, what have you been up to since I saw you at the World Series?
I really haven't been up very much. I mean, I was just in Montreal for the Full Tilt Poker Open recently. I'll probably head back there for the World Poker Tour event in November. But I really haven't been playing a lot of poker. I've just been hanging with the family and kind of been semi-retired.
Semi-retired?
Really?
Wow, you said the R word.
Well, I'm pretty old. And
Oh, come on.
I feel like it's time. I feel like this is a lot. I've been doing a lot of poker for kind of too long, so I don't want to travel as much anymore. My kids are kind of young.
Yeah, it's amazing how the young guys. You're going through your career, everything is happy-go-lucky. You're traveling around the world, and then when you finally start getting in that mode to settle down a little bit, things really change. I mean, what did starting the family do, to your poker career and, for you personally?
Made me run out of money and not be able to travel and make more.
That's it. That's all he's got.
No, it's been good. It's been good. I guess it's calmed me down a little bit. I probably live a little longer because I have kids now.
See, it's the other way for me. The kids just stress me out.
They drive you out of the house?
Yeah. Well, and my daughter. No, I shouldn't say it. My daughter's wonderful. She is a dream come true. How old are your kids now?
My youngest will be 2 next week, and then my oldest will be 3 in a month.
That's got to be interesting for you guys.
Yeah, it's kind of fun now. Quite frankly, they're pretty boring for the first little while there, but now they're starting to actually have personalities and talk and have be able to, goof around. So it's a little more fun now than it was when they were like 8 months, and all you had to do is change their diaper and put them to sleep.
More like you or the wife? Are the kids more like you or the wife so far?
I think they got a combination of the two, which is a little bit scary because we're both pretty stubborn, and my kids are definitely both ultra stubborn. So I mean, I don't know. It's gonna be a little bit of adventure, but it'll be all right.
Sounds like fun. I can't wait to see these kids grow up, man. This is going to be interesting. I can't.
Well, they'll probably be hitting on your daughter, so I mean, that's all right.
No, that's a possibility. Yeah, that's all right. My daughter can handle herself. She's pretty tough. Well, let's talk about a couple things happening in the poker world. And one thing that I really
maybe they'll meet her at the Nevada Poker League.
That's a possibility.
There you go.
Oh my God, that was a great segue. By the way.
Thank you, Gavin.
Well, yeah, I wanted to talk to you about the new first card rule because you're a very social player. I mean, you talk to everybody. We see a lot of players like Daniel Negreanu, of course, who's stepping away from the table all the time. And for those that don't know, they changed the rule now that once the first card hits the table, if you're not there, you're out of the hand. And some people have been pitching fits about this. Gavin, what are your thoughts on that?
Well, fortunately enough, I'm loud enough that I don't really have to leave the table to have anybody in the room hear me. So it doesn't really matter that much to me. I think it's a stupid rule, more or less. Like, I just think it's like they made a rule for the sake of making a rule rather than for anything that serves much of a purpose. I mean, I know they can all yap about it prevents people from going behind you and seeing somebody else's cards and whatnot, but that doesn't happen. I mean, let's face it, that doesn't happen ever. In 15 years of playing professional poker, I've never once heard anybody complain of a person that was going back to their seat but stopping to look at somebody else's hand. And it seems to me if it ever did happen, surely the tournament director could handle that and assess a proper penalty for trying to look at the person's cards. So I think it's unnecessary. And I think it's ridiculous. And one of the things they bring in is, okay, well, dealer favoritism. Dealers might slow down to make sure you can get back by the last card. But by the same token, dealers can slow down and make sure you're back by the first card off as well. So
yeah,
I mean,
very true.
so that doesn't really do anything either. So I just think it's a rule that's there for no real good reason other than the fact that they wanted to make a new rule and maybe have the TDA get lots of press or something like that. I don't know. But I mean, that being said, it doesn't really affect me that much, and as long as you know going in what's happening, then you can adjust and you can do it. So I think it's a stupid rule, and I think it's kind of dumb that people are complaining as much as they are about it. So
that's the thing that surprised me about it was the rule got announced, and everybody really didn't adapt to it. It was more of a this rule sucks, and we heard Daniel.
Well, I think I think the big thing about Daniel's particular one, and obviously he overreacted and acted a little foolishly, but I mean, he did adapt to the rule, and he was in the correct spot, and they still killed his hand.
Yeah, that
I mean, he had his hand on his chair, and they killed his hand because his butt wasn't in the seat, and it clearly says that you just have to be
at the chair,
close to your chair.
Right.
So I mean, that's another problem with the rule. If it's not easily implemented and controlled, then it's obviously a stupid rule too. If they're going to make mistakes on how they sort of govern the rule, then perhaps they shouldn't have it.
Yeah, and now I have a feeling the TDA is going to get a lot more attention at their next summit. just a hunch.
Well, I don't know. I don't even know when they have the damn summits, and I don't know. So I don't know how much more attention they're going to get. They don't have any players on their summit as such. I mean, they have people that play poker, but they don't have any professional tournament players, which is what all the rules are geared towards. So I don't really know why exactly they don't have a player representative on that particular summit.
Well, maybe that's something that's going to change soon. So we'll find out. Now, I want to give you a shot here real quick at the Poker Hall of Fame because obviously some great players nominated this year. We debated a little bit last time, but I wanted to give you a chance to this. I mean, a lot of these players very well. Who do you think should get in this year?
Well, one issue I have with the Hall of Fame in particular is I kind of agree that young people can maybe get in very special circumstances. I think there's the occasional 40-year-old person that deserves to get in, but other than that, I think it should be reserved for people that are, almost done their career or whatever. And I think that of the whole list, most of them are too young. Chris Bjorn, I'd like to see him get in. I think Thor Hansen would be a great person to get in. He's obviously done a lot of poker. He's played high stakes, and he's battling cancer right now. So we don't know how much longer we'll have Thor. And I think he'd be an excellent a guy to get in. But as far as Madison, I mean, Carlos Mortensen obviously has the stats that he's going to be in the Poker Hall of Fame. But does he need to be in when he's 42 years old? I don't think he does. Does Madison need to be in when he's 46 or 47 years old? I don't think he does. Scotty, you could probably make an argument for him to get in, but for the most part, I just think we're getting to putting this 40-year-old age thing on it. I think that should be an exception rather than a rule. I think it should be reserved for older people.
How do you feel about Scotty's candidacy? I mean, everybody just seems to keep holding this thing that happened at the horse tournament against him. I mean, and you've been known to have a drink or two on occasion. I mean, it happens.
I mean,
how do you feel about
people make mistakes? Scotty obviously made a mistake. He's apologized for it. He's been pretty much ostracized for the last 5 years because of it. It continuously comes up. I mean, there's been a lot of other people do, a lot of other things that are probably just as bad or worse than what Scotty did. And when you look back at his career, his stats are enough to get in the Hall of Fame. He's done enough to get in the Hall of Fame. He's obviously a great player. He's obviously had the phenomenal career results, and he screwed up one time on television. So, why do we have to just throw him to the dogs for that? Why can't we just let it go?
I'm on the Scotty train, by the way.
Yeah.
I didn't get to voice my opinion.
I mean, he'll clearly get in at some point. Whether or not it'll be this year or not, I don't know. But I mean, there's no question that Scotty will be in the Hall of Fame at some point.
Yeah, I'm on a Scotty and McAvoy run myself.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm hoping for. But I mean, there's a lot of great candidates there. Hey, by the way, we are late caller, but that's okay. We've got him. We want to make sure we get to say hi to Terry Jakalarski, the winner of the summer season of the 2013 Nevada Poker League Championship. So let's get Terry on the phone. Terry, how you doing?
Okay, how you doing?
Good. Congratulations to you, my friend.
Thank you.
So tell us a little bit about the win. You guys had a pretty large turnout there. Ricardo's fighting for that championship all season long. You ended up pulling it off. Tell us about the run through the tournament.
I don't know. It just got a couple good hands, and they kept on switching tables. And every time I switched the table, I would go to the table, and 2 or 3 hands would come, and I'd win one big one, and all of a sudden they'd be like, okay, next table. And after that, I'd go to my last table, and I just got a stack of chips that was like humongous. Well, and I just wanted to wade it through then after that.
Well, that's kind of advantage. Even though a lot of you guys do know each other in the league, still getting that chance to bounce from table to table like that, and people not getting adapt to your play as much as they would if you were sitting at a table for a long time, had to be a big help for you, really.
Oh, it was. When I got to the final table, I had at least 4 people that I play with all the time. So it was like, okay, this is going to be tough, because before that, I kept on jumping and jumping. I was fine, played with a couple people that knew me, knocked them out, no problem. But after that, it was just, after I got this big stack of chips, it was like time to just sit back and play only the good cards now.
And of course, now you guys had a nice little chop there at the end, but still, I mean, you were the chip leader, so you take it down. What did it mean to you to win this?
It meant a lot. I mean, it was a little bit behind it. The day that we played it, I had hurt myself. I really didn't want to be there and everything like that. And 2, nobody knew behind it, though, is that it was a 1-year anniversary of my mother's death.
Oh, wow.
So it was kind of an emotional day. And after I had gone home, it was just like a big relief off my back. I was like, holy cow, I can't believe I did that. And it was cool. I've never done anything like that before.
Well, that is a fantastic story, and my condolences on your loss, but, you got the chance to, show, display your mother's memory and make her proud of you. So way to go on that, Terry. That is fantastic. So
Yeah, it was.
So now what do you do? Where do you play outside of the MPL? Do you have any aspirations after this that maybe you might be able to step up a little bit?
Oh yeah, I'm taking on the WSOP this year.
There you go. That's it. Well, you might have to get through this guy sitting next to me.
I go and try to win the seats when it comes up, and I don't have to pay for it. I'm going to be that person that doesn't pay for anything and wins the millions of dollars.
There you go.
Actually, by Terry winning, actually making the final table, he automatically qualifies for the NPL Grand Championship, where you only have to beat 119 players to win the seat to the main event. So Terry's in that tournament, and congratulations to that. And Terry, by the way, you left so quickly on Sunday, you forgot to pick up your NPL bracelet that comes with the victory.
Oh, wow. I know. I want to be able to take my pictures with it.
We will. If you want to come,
show my winning hands of 2 7-off suit.
No, it wasn't 2 7-off suit. Now, don't be fibbing now. Okay. You just tell us where you're at, and Sissy will make sure she gets the bracelet, and we'll get a camera and we'll take some pictures and we'll get it up on the website.
Oh yeah, that's for sure.
All right, and I know I got to meet Terry too. I got to play with Terry a little bit.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah.
You went with the Quad Sevens. You were down at Quad Sevens the last Sunday. That's correct. That's
one of the
bars.
This man's insane.
Yeah.
But I wished him good luck, and I said,
"How can you play 2 7-off suits?" I said, "There's 4 cards of every number in that."
I'm always giving people lectures at the NPL. They call me the roving lecturer. How did you play that? How did you call me with that? In the Nevada Poker League, we have a lot of new players,
right?
So their hand selections are pretty wide, and but they've learned. I mean, we had a lot of players who basically have never before playing the NPL had never stepped into a brick and mortar, so to speak, poker room. Now we have tons of players playing down at the Stratosphere and all the other poker rooms in town. So we've kind of nurturing the new poker players to replace Gavin. Since he's
we are never going to replace.
Well,
Gavin.
since he's semi-retired, he's playing Mr. Dad now.
Yeah. No time for the Nevada Poker League.
Yeah. All right. Well, Terry, hey, thanks for calling in. Congratulations to you, and we'll see you out there in the MPL circuit and elsewhere, my friend. Good job.
Okay. Thank you very much. And watch out, Gavin. I'm coming for you.
All right, I'm ready.
There you go.
All right. So there you go, Terry. Congratulations on that championship. Way to go. Impressive run. All right. Hey, it's time for the Arctic Blue Game of the Day.
It's time for the Arctic Blue Keep Your Cool Game of the Day.
That's right, kids. Hey, make sure you pick up your Arctic Blue cooling towel at arcticblue.com. And I got you 15% off and free shipping with the code Mark Hoke Show.
More savings.
What more can I do?
Just give me a towel.
I got to get you one. You're a golfer. You would love that thing.
I want a towel.
Keep yourself cool that thing will stay cool for up to 5 hours, just running underwater. It's a fantastic product. I know the guys at the World Series were digging it, so make sure you check it out. arcticblue.com. All right. You know what we're doing today for the Arctic Blue Game of the Day? Oh, you do.
I do.
We're going to play the match game, a very abbreviated match game. You guys know from listening to the internet show that we do the match game quite a bit, and it's insane. But we don't have time for total insanity here. But Joe is going to have to play. I was going to have Terry play if he was coming to the studio, but he didn't. So, Joe, this is going to be on you. Match game rules very simple. Joe, if you get this right, you are going to win an Arctic Blue cooling towel.
Can I give it to Gavin?
Sure.
Because I don't play golf. I do, but I usually come home with blisters. Last time I played in Aruba, I came home and had to spend 16 sessions at the chiropractor because I threw my back out.
I'm very sorry.
Wow, I wouldn't play golf if I had to do that either.
All right, so very simple. Just like the game show, we're going to do it like the end, where it's going to be fill in the blank to a phrase that I'll give you.
Okay.
Don't say your answers until I ask for them.
Okay.
All right. You have to match Gavin. If you're right, you win.
Did Gavin
Gavin has no idea what the question is unless he's looking over here right now.
I saw one. Should I answer what I think he might answer, or should I go with what I want?
You go with what you're thinking.
All right.
All right.
He's screwed on the first one then.
All right. It's one question for the towel. So here it is.
Right. He's screwed.
Maple blank.
He's screwed. He's screwed.
Well, because he knows what the obvious answer is.
Yeah, you're gonna answer syrup.
No, I'm not. I was gonna say maple. Oh, I'm not supposed to say what I'm gonna say.
Don't say what you're gonna say. I don't want to give you a little time to think about it.
Okay, but my answer's not syrup.
I know it's not, and neither is mine.
You guys are really supposed to be discussing this.
Perfect.
We're negotiating the match game answer. You've got to be kidding me. Joe, are you ready?
I am.
All right. Joe Pane, what do you say? Maple blank.
Tree.
Tree?
No. Very close, though.
Oh, Gavin's Canadian.
Obviously my answer is Maple Leafs because I'm a Toronto Maple Leafs fan.
Of course.
I missed that. And I know he's from,
Oh,
my God,
my
I'm a
God.
huge hockey fan, and he's from Canada. How did I miss that?
I mean, I putt with the Toronto Maple Leafs hockey stick.
Unbelievable. I can't
believe I missed that.
I can't.
Well, the obvious answer was syrup, which I knew he was not going to. I never thought about hockey, and I'm very disappointed in myself.
Well, that's hard.
Bring the pain.
Am I off the show?
No, you're not off the show. But,
Okay.
I may still give Gavin your towel.
He can have it.
All right.
Thank you.
Oh,
'Cause
my
obviously,
God.
I mean, that was just terrible. Maple tree. Who came up with maple tree? That was awful.
That was probably your second answer.
No, it was not even close.
Oh, what was your second answer? Look, see, it was. That's why.
No, it wasn't. I don't know what. I mean, there's only one answer to Maple Leafs,
Maple
obviously.
Leaf.
Come on.
I would have taken Leaf on that too, but oh well.
Really?
So Joe, you're a loser.
Oh, I know that.
I'm very sorry. All right.
Yeah, you threw your back out and needed the chiropractor 16 times the last time you played golf.
Yeah, well, Gavin forgets to tell you that him and I were on the same flight going down to Aruba in first class, and we did a seat swap because one of his buddies was in one seat. We switched, but it might be the only flight that ran out of alcohol. And Gavin and his crew.
What did you expect?
Well, he was actually
What
asking
did
the
you
flight
expect?
attendant, "Can we stop someplace and pick up?" he said,
We're
"Listen,
hijacking the
listen,
plane so we can land and get
listen,
more booze.
We're still in the United States. Can we make a short stop in Florida and pick up some alcohol?"
It
They
seems like-
actually ran out of alcohol.
Seems reasonable. I don't think they ran out of alcohol.
They did.
They probably ran out of vodka, then we
They did.
switched. They had other brands of alcohol. We didn't drink them clean.
My recollection is that there was not one bottle left in the galley.
Unbelievable. All right. Well, we'll tell some more booze stories in a little bit. We do have to get a commercial break in, and poor Christina's sitting over here, just stuck in the middle.
I'm having a great time.
That's
great
awesome.
company.
Appreciate it.
Jokers to the left.
All right.
Clowns to the right.
Here I am. We'll be right back, guys. Thanks for joining us.
Poker is more fun when you win. Most poker books are too theoretical. They tell you to be more aggressive but give few practical examples. Poker Plays You Can Use by Doug Hull, edited by Ed Miller, has 49 concepts with multiple, clear examples from real, live 1-2 through 5-10 games. Each hand is visually represented, explaining which players are vulnerable to these moves. Use discount code KLAV at 3barrelbluff.com to get 25% off your copy. Paper and ebook available.
Your business and promotion will only go as far as your website will take you. That's why the Mark Hoke Show has only trusted one name for over 2 years, BlueRail.net. Whether you need custom website design and development packages, or simply need a host for your website, Blue Rail is the only developer to turn to. It's time to discover the world-class personalized service only the Blue Rail team can provide. Visit us at BlueRail.net and call 520-822-5128 right now for your free consultation today. So get on board at BlueRail.net. How far do you want to go?
Last summer, I was at the World Series of Poker every day and couldn't walk 2 steps without seeing someone wearing 3Bet clothing. It's super comfortable and stylish, and all their stuff looks amazing. The incredible team of pros who wear 3Bet hats, hoodies, tees, and more are a who's who in poker. All-time greats like Jonathan Little, Doc Sands, Brian Rask, Jason Kuhn, Scott Clements, Greg Mueller, Ben Tollerine, Jeff Gross, and of course, Antonio Esfandiari, all proudly wearing the 3Bet brand. They wear 3Bet clothing because they know that being comfortable and feeling confident is crucial to winning on and off the tables. 3Bet.com has shipped thousands of orders worldwide, and it's time for you to join the 3Bet team just like the pros. Go to the number 3bet.com and receive an added bonus of 15% off with the promo code RADIO. Make that right call. Look and feel like a pro at 3bet.com.
9 poker players on a dramatic path to glory with unbelievable twists and turns that will keep you on the edge of your seat. It's the Final 9 comic from Room 110 Publishing. Go to final9comic.com to download the first issue preview and get ready for the official launch on October 21st, 2013. 9 will become 1 way or another. Final9comic.com.
At Team Poker Joker, we build innovative, high-performance, poker-focused apparel designed to keep you cool and calm in tough situations. Wait, no we don't. We've just got a cool brand representing the suits of this beautiful game called poker. Our gear won't make you better, but it will keep a smile on your face. So don't be so serious and show you know how to have fun. Get your Poker Joker gear today at TeamPokerJoker.com. Grin and win today at TeamPokerJoker.com.
The best in poker news, entertainment, and more. This is the Mark Hoke Show.
All right, we're back on the Mark Hoke Show on KLAV. We're just having all sorts of shenanigans and hijinks. Gavin told me that there was on the break here about he didn't want to do a promotion, and I don't want to get into what he...
Cheese grater.
There's cheese graters and things, and I don't know.
You don't want to go any further.
No, not good. Not good at all. But, hey, we want to remind everybody, because KLEV loved our show so much, they're moving us already. That took a whole 2 weeks. We are now, next week, going to be on at Wednesdays at 11 a.m. Pacific time. So I get an extra hour sleep, which is good. I appreciate that. And 11's a little better for the poker players, too. That seems to be the line. 10 is kind of rough for you guys, but 11's better-ish.
12 is actually
I got 2 young kids. 10's fine with me.
10's fine with you. All right. Yeah, so make sure you join us there on Wednesday at 11 from now on. And also don't forget the internet show, which is going to be at Kwan International. Starts back up on Sunday, 6 p.m. Pacific time. It's 9 p.m. Eastern.
Yay.
For all my buddies on the East Coast, we're going to have a great time out there for, doing our normal 3-hour shows and tournaments on the show. And, maybe we'll talk about Poker Road for a while. I should call Stapes and get him in there. And we'll have a little reunion. That'd be kind of fun.
Get the band back together?
Yeah. Can I be in the band?
No.
Really?
Yeah, no, absolutely not.
Come on, even Journey replaced their lead singer.
No.
I could be the Filipino singer.
You're out.
Wow, that is
He could turn his mic off at least. Make Mark feel like he's a part of it, but.
Yeah, he's not even a part of it.
So I get the band back together, but I can't be in it. That's rough. Anyway, but of course, we're in here with Gavin Smith, Christina Kwan, Joe Pane from the Nevada Poker League. And Christina, I wanted to make sure you got a chance to talk about what we have going on Project All In.
And you're a part of it, Mark.
Oh.
You're one of the commentators. Project All In. Have you ever watched a poker broadcast, watched a live stream where you can't talk to the people at the table? And you're commenting to yourself. No one's hearing you. This is your chance. Project All In is a live stream broadcast. 5-camera shoot, mic'd up. And if you don't like how Gavin's playing or Joe's playing or anyone else that's at the table, you can actually chime in to say, why did you do that? And anyone at the table can actually tell you exactly why. It's a multi-way conversation. It's the only one like that right now. So we're super excited about it.
She's crazy enough to let me commentate it, kids.
Better not hack up my player. I'll go off on you.
Okay.
Shit.
Come on down, man.
That's a good stream.
We grill. They grill down there. It's awesome.
I will not tolerate you questioning my play.
I've had to do it sometimes. Not yours personally.
No,
but
probably a lot of people
But
have.
I've got a world champion boxer right here. She takes care of my business.
I'm not fighting her. I'll fight you.
Well, okay.
Obviously, I'll fight Joe. Obviously, I'll fight Joe too. He throws his back out playing golf.
Good choice, Gavin.
Oh my God. Well, hey, we have a little bit of time left here for our panel discussion, so we're very happy to have all of you guys here today. Thank you so much. One thing that I wanted to talk about, given how that prize money turned out in Aruba. We talked a little bit about, the trip and everything and the benefits of going there. But at the same time, the Heartland Poker Tour putting out the big money, a way bigger prize pool for them. So how, let me start with you, Gavin. How do you plan your schedules? When you do travel, what do you take into consideration, with the cost of travel and everything else as opposed to the prize pools? What's more important to you?
Well, personally, I've never enjoyed destination tournaments. Like I don't go to Bahamas for the PCA. I don't go to most of these events. I've gone to a few over the years, but if I'm going to go on a vacation, I'd rather go on a vacation. If I'm going to go to a poker tournament, I'd rather go to a poker tournament. So when they do all these resorts or cruise tournaments, those aren't my real thing that I like that much. But I think you're comparing apples and oranges when you're comparing like an HPT event that goes in Northern California to an event that's in Aruba, because they're obviously drawing on millions of people just in the immediate area, right? in Northern California, and they're also doing a $1,600 buy-in instead of a $2,500 buy-in, which is a significant difference. So, you know, when you're talking about people having to go to Aruba, have the expenses to go to Aruba, and put up $2,500 for a tournament, obviously you're going to get a much smaller field. I think if you want to look at whether or not their event was a success, I mean, they were 25% bigger than they were, or 30% bigger than they were last year. So I mean, they're moving in the right direction. Is it a small field? Yeah, but you know, they're kind of doing some of the right things to maybe have success in the future. I think so. I don't know. I think they did all right.
Christina, what are your thoughts? I mean, you know, you travel all over the place, and you know, with all of your businesses and playing as well. You know, when you want to play a poker tournament, you know, what are you looking at? You know, if you want to go to one that is maybe a little farther away and more of a destination than as opposed to maybe staying here in Las Vegas and taking a smaller one.
Well, you know, living in Las Vegas, we have all of the luxuries in the world. We're spoiled. We can have a great game anytime. And I'm a part-time player. So I box, I run a business, I race drag boats. So for me, it's about traveling, and I really do enjoy those aspects. So I think my outlook on it is a little bit different. I want to be at the ocean. I want to go tanning at the beach and play in the ocean while I get to have a great poker game. And so that experience for me is definitely the tops.
How about you, Joe? What do you?
I also feel the same way. You know, helping Sissy run the Nevada Poker League, we work 48 weeks a year that the league runs. So whenever we can get away and make it a poker vacation, especially Aruba, that's Sissy's favorite place in the world. I like getting away and playing. So
it's an easy excuse, right?
It's
to
a great
take
excuse.
a trip.
You know, it's and laying on the beach and then going in and playing poker at night is, I think, for me, is like, it's perfect vacation.
Yep. I mean, you know, I like to experience life a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, so you get a chance to get out there and, you know, do something different, go somewhere different. You know, if the opportunity comes up, you know, at least once, take it.
You know, I think I know the three of us live here. Actually, Mark, you just moved here too. You get a little spoiled when you live here in Las Vegas. Everything is so convenient for you. You know, you literally can almost walk. I can walk out my door. I live less than a mile from Green Valley Ranch and have a full-fledged poker game or tournament going on. So you kind of get spoiled. So to get away from Vegas and get on, you know, into an exotic destination, to me is a sweet deal. So even though the vig is usually bad down in Aruba, especially the cash games, they rake in unbelievable. I mean, you can't beat the games down there because of the rake. So, but the tournaments are good, and the beach is great, and the water's perfect, and
surf's up, kids. Right?
It sure is.
There you go. Well, you know, and Joe, while we're talking to you, what do you think about this? The rule with the first card off the deck. How are you feeling about that? I mean, have you guys done anything with that at all?
No, actually, we've had a lot of we kind of just this season implemented the phone rule, you know, because we're kind of a social kind of poker league, and people
dating
are
site, really.
What's that?
A dating site, really.
It's Nevada Poker League matchgame.com, or actually not matchgame, but match.com. We're not really, you know, we encourage our players when they're in the bars to be buying drinks. So if they get up off their poker table to go buy a drink, we'll wait for them to come back. We don't really enforce that rule. We do follow TDA rules, but we follow them very loosely. We do make exceptions. If players at the bar buying a drink, we're going to hold his hand for him, you know. Yep. But we try to do the phone thing. We kind of implemented this season because it does slow the game down, especially people playing Candy Crush. Oh my God!
Really? I get invited to so many of those on Facebook.
Send me alive! Send me alive!
Don't do it.
So we implemented that rule now. You need to be, if you're on your phone and you have a hand, your hand's dead. But the chair thing we don't enforce.
Now, Christina, you're a very social person.
Yes,
I mean, you're out there quite a bit. You know, you have been known to chit chat every once in a while.
Of course.
What do you think about this rule?
When I'm at the table, I'm super serious though. It's I don't like to miss a hand. If God forbid I got to go to the restroom, I will hold it because I don't want to miss a hand.
Well, that's just stupid.
Sometimes I can run so card dead sometimes, and I just don't want to miss those two cards that might be the turning point and something that I can work with. So I've never had a problem with running in and out of my seat. I can deal with the rule, but yeah, if nature calls sometimes, it could be a bummer. It could be that moment of opportunity, but I can adapt to those rules. And when I play, I'm super serious at the table, so less social, more play.
Now, Gavin, you said that's stupid. Now, you're a veteran of the game.
If
You've
I'm
been
going
everywhere.
For a pee. I don't care what the blinds, the antes, or anything are. I'm not having my back teeth floating so that I can see another hand.
for someone that's been playing for such a long time, many players when they first start playing, do have that kind of attitude where I don't want to miss a hand, I can't be late, I can't. How do you get over that? Is it just over time that eventually, it's okay?
I don't know. I mean, I'm not one of those guys. I pee when I got to pee. That one guy that used to call himself Leather Ass online, Dusty Schmidt,
yeah.
he used to keep a bottle under his desk so that he wouldn't miss hands.
Well, that's overboard. That's really overboard.
So he wouldn't miss hands because he was playing so many games at once.
I was going to say, he's probably playing
He's playing so many games at once, and he figured if he had sat out of them all, it would take so long to get back in. He'd miss so many hands, and he had it down to the number he'd miss. I'd think that that's just ridiculous. I'm not peeing under the desk. And if I got to go for a pee, I'm going. I don't care when it is.
I think that's a good call.
Hey, Gavin, you said early in the show that you're kind of semi-retired. Was the fact that they took internet gaming away, did that kind of add to your decision to?
No, I've never really played that much on the online. So no, I mean, I'm part of a site now that we're hopefully going to be launching in the next week or so called Infinity Poker, and I'm going to be playing some online. I'm going to probably play more than I ever have before. And it works out because with the kids and everything. So I mean, I think internet poker obviously brings a lot of great things for us. But no, I mean that didn't make much of a difference. Just traveling just gets old, and now it's a lot more difficult, I think, to travel because it used to be that we'd travel for 10K events. And that was all it was. The World Poker Tour was all $10,000 events. Now, they're $3,500 events. The circuit events are 1650s. The Heartland Poker Tour are 1650 buy-ins. The buy-ins are much smaller, which makes it a lot more difficult to be able to make enough profit to justify the expenses. So I kind of stick more to Vegas properties and places that give me free rolls and travel expenses. And the World Series, that's about it.
It's good to be you.
Yeah,
It is
sometimes.
good to be you.
Not always.
I don't know. I'd say overall it probably is all right.
I mean, I wouldn't trade it.
I don't think I would either. This is a good guy here, guys. If you get a chance to meet Gavin at any events that he's at, especially the World Series, make sure you come up and say hi and tell him I said, hey, I'm going to bother you in your 10-minute break.
Yeah, I'll give you.
Mark Hoke told me.
I'll give you 10% off my normal rate for handshakes if you mention the Mark Hoke Show.
There you go. See, into it. All right. Hey, I want to make sure before we wrap this up. Of course, the Project All In with Christina Kwan, and I will be there as well. Saturday, October 26th is going to be the next one. We're going to be at the during the NHRA drag racing weekend. I'm talking like Elmer Fudd. That's okay. The NHRA Drag Racing Weekend at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. You can check it out at projectallin.com. Open invite. Anybody can come out. Joe, of course, the Nevada Poker League, everything rolling over there. The new season is underway, so make sure you go to NevadaPokerLeague.com and get on the schedule. Come out and play. It's a great time. Gavin, what do you have going on here? You said something about Infinity Poker.
Yeah. Infinity Poker, which is a site we're going to be trying to operate in the United States using Bitcoin and whatnot. So we'll see how that works out. But we should be launching in the next week or so. We got some webcam tables called Infinivision, where you can sit down, you can actually chat with people and look at it, which really brings back the social aspect of poker. And so yeah, come on out and play with me, and I'll be on the Infinivision tables, and I'll heckle your play at basically all stops.
I'm gonna hop on there. I'm gonna Infinivision with Gavin.
There you go.
Sounds like fun. It's gonna be a great time. Boy, the internet poker is picking up here in Nevada. It's gonna get exciting out here pretty soon, man. There's a lot going on. So
a lot of choices.
Yep, you bet. And I'm sure we're going to see a lot new players at the World Series this year, too. And we'll be talking about that next time. Hey, but I want to thank Joe for coming in, Christina, and Gavin Smith for joining us. Always a pleasure, my friend. Thank you so much.
Thanks for
having us.
Thanks for having us. Yeah.
And, hey, we are going to be, of course, once again, check out the internet show on RogueWire.com. Coming back, baby. Ready to roll, 6 p.m. Pacific. And, of course, once again, we'll be back here on our new time slot, Wednesday at 11 a.m. Pacific time. I'm your host, Mark Hoke. Thank you for being with us, everybody. We appreciate it. We'll see you next week here on the Mark Hoke Show. Have a great time. Play well, kids.